Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. What's everybody up to? It's Wednesday, and John here with What If I Could Scroll Stop Portrait Design in What If I Could Scroll Stop Portrait Design in Woodworks. There we go. Welcome in all my subs and my members. How's it going? How's it going? Um, I'm trying something different. I'm taking a page out of Jessica's book right now. There is a super chat thing up at the top there. If I meet my goal, you will be entered into a wheel for a draw for a $20 gift certificate for purchase towards whatever you want. How's that work for you? What's everybody up to? What's everybody up to? What's everybody doing? Let me say hey to Larry, Tracy, Heidi, whose pattern we're working on tonight, Chris K, and Kevin Hawthorne, and AV. There we go. And on the panel with us right now, we have Annie.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Wood Show. How are y'all tonight? I'm working on my wood yarn ball today.
Cool. And apparently we also have an awake JoJo with us.
Hey everybody!
See, she's awake.
I'm awake. I'm awake. And I'm going to work on my blanket tonight.
Your blanket.
Maybe.
Is
I'm
it a
also
wooden blanket?
watching The Blob. Yes,
The
it is.
blob.
The
I'm also,
blob.
Overdrive.
yeah, it's playing over at TDR's.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
Why didn't anybody let me
It
know?
just now, it just now started. I just got a notification for it.
Don't you get
The
notifications?
double feature.
No, don't get notification for anybody. I have to go looking for people's lives every single time. Even though I've got it,
Mm,
the dark one, the dark bell to show all notifications. Yeah,
uh-huh.
it makes me
Well,
mad.
this
No,
is
no, no,
just
no,
now
no. But
starting.
yeah, but on Discord, if you go to Showtimes on Discord,
I don't
so
have
there's
Discord.
what's that?
I
Oh, you
don't
don't
have
do Discord?
Discord. I don't even know what
Oh,
I've never. I don't even know the first thing about Discord other than I've heard the words.
it, it's the same as Facebook Messenger basically. But so tonight is Shell Dust's birthday, and they're playing The Blob and War Beneath the Planets double
Between the
feature.
planets.
War Between the Planets. Yes, between.
Yep. I don't know if I've seen that one, but yeah, The Blob.
Thing though, I can mute it and put closed captions on. I've seen that movie. I love that movie. The Blob is a good movie. Hey
Thank you,
Larry,
Heidi.
Yeah,
let
yeah, I've
me
got it on mute.
Oh, wow.
So, hi everybody in chat and welcome in. And what is everyone working on
chat if
tonight?
you're watching. Hello, honey. I hope you're getting a little bit of relief.
Hi Jeanette, and hope you're feeling better soon.
Relief. So we're working on
Yeah,
this snow owl for Heidi. Heidi, snow owl. Boopity
I
boop.
still think the face looks like the Grinch.
It does not look like the Granger. It looks like a snow owl.
Does. From this side, it does.
As I
But
told you,
when I put the outline on his face, you'll be like, oh,
What we're
that looks like a
saying
snow
right
owl
now,
and not the Grinch.
yeah,
right
I'm seeing right now. Right now, it looks like the Grinch.
I'll show you a freaking Grinch.
No, you won't.
Unbelievable.
You have to come clear over here, and you're not doing that. Get your passport ready.
Oh, John, I
Oh,
was
and also, yeah.
wrong on the tree that fell. It's a hickory tree.
Wait. Hold on a sec. Okay. What?
The two trees, like
No,
the
no.
tree that fell.
The first part you said.
I was mistaken.
No, you said I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong again.
No,
Okay,
no,
this is Annie.
no. Now you're
This is
wrong.
Annie. This is Annie saying she was wrong. Okay, go ahead.
I was wrong. I've admitted I was wrong before, but it's hickory because it was getting wet, and I was looking out the kitchen window. I was like, Bill, that looks awful lot like hickory. And he was just like, well, that makes complete sense since it was a hickory tree. You know how it's got that really pretty orange in the center as it goes out? I looked and I was like, I said, we could get some of that cut into boards. And I said, that would make a beautiful, kitchen table. And he looked at me and he goes, I don't have time. He said, there's more hickory trees back there I can cut down for you. More like we'll get all the damn thing will fall.
Well, so
I'm
what
not-
I'm sure, though, is
He said he said working 7 days a week, he does not have time to deal with a sawmill to get them cut into boards.
okay. So even if you don't slab them, you can coin
Just cut 'em in lengths.
coin them. They cut them in
Yeah, and
coins.
I know what coins are.
or
Yeah.
cookies, right? Cut them into cookies, right? Dry them out, plane them down, and then you make a table. You can actually like resaw them to make them only like half-inch thick, 3/4 inch thick. Put them on the table, and then fill the smaller gaps in with smaller branch cookies. Epoxy it all, polish it up. There you go, done.
But you've got to have a place so you can do all those things.
All you need is a flat area,
Besides the yard,
the size of your table. Yeah, you just need a flat area the size of the table. Like you just need a tent. Just put up a tent.
where am I going to
Put,
get
put a
this?
tarp out. Put a
That's going
tarp
to
up.
cost me even more money.
Put a tarp up. Like go to dollar store and put a tarp up.
I have tarps over the wood.
Well, there you go.
That's a
Just send them
thought.
out with put some branches out the end, and you get a tarped area. Saying.
If he would like get all of the crap, and I'm going to call it crap because it's rusted nuts and bolts and screws. I understand keeping screws. I found that out having to go and buy a screw, how freaking expensive they are. But literally, he inherited my dad's, his dad's, and the ones he already had. His entire building, that's what it's full of, is metal coffee cans with screws, nuts, and bolts. You can't even go in there and walk. I said, you need to get rid of some of them. Oh, there's Jeanette.
Were they organized? Hello, Jeanette. How are you doing today?
No.
Were they organized though?
They're organized for him. He knows where everything is. For me,
See,
I don't know.
I remember walking into my grandfather's attic, which like his attic above his garage, and seeing umpteen million freaking baby food jars screwed to the rafters.
Yes, my dad used to do that.
They were all organized though. They were all
But
organized.
these are just old metal coffee cans. And I told him, I was just like, he's got power tools. He has to go to his building, get his power tool, bring it to the back porch to use it. I was like, you need to clean it up because your building is for you to work in, to have a place out of the sun. But not my building.
And my cousin Pat's a mechanic, and he has all kinds of folders cans full of crap.
Okay, Jeanette.
I mean,
Are you
I
still
think I don't know. I don't know what all it is.
Yes, Jeanette. And
Well, my
and
point is, it's great.
Annie
he has
filled us in,
space.
so take care.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Annie filled us in, so take care of yourself.
See,
but
what
going
going
from
you can't use is my point. That's my point.
going from my grandfather having little baby jars, and then my father having tobacco tins or cookie tins, and then me going to 20 gallon pails. I think I progressed a little further, but mine are not organized. It would take me a week to organize my 20 gallon pails, my 20-liter pails, my 5 gallon. So they're 5 gallon pails, right?
My point is, he's got too many. You can have too many of something, except yarn. You can never have too much yarn.
Oh yes. Okay. Do I have too much tape? Do I have too much tape?
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do I have too much? Do I have too much sandpaper? This is all sandpaper.
No.
Oh, there no,
No.
you never have enough sandpaper because you never know what you're going to need.
Hi, Jeanette.
Hi, Connie.
Hello, everybody.
Connie.
Do I have too much scrap? Do I have too much scrap wood? Right?
No.
Do I have too much scrap
Yeah.
wood?
There's a
No.
difference. There's a difference, John. You actually have working space. His space is probably the same size as this room, his building.
Do I have too much
He
yarn?
can't- it's just a storage shed.
No.
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 I just want to.
Do I have too many unfinished projects?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
If he could just put up
No.
shelves and move them out of the floor up on shelves on the walls to where he had workings. I mean, it can be organized. He just doesn't want to do it. And I can't go up there because that's not my spot. That is his. It's sacrosanct. I don't go in his building. And that's, every man needs a place to get away from his wife. I'm sorry. I don't care how good your marriage is. You need your own spaces.
I don't know where Ron's space is.
Yes, you do.
He
Walking the dogs.
okay. Yeah.
Ron-
He used
Ron-
to have.
Ron-
He used to have
Go ahead.
a room upstairs, but then all our kids decided to start moving here, but now we have an empty room downstairs, an empty room upstairs, and we're gonna have a second room empty upstairs. I told him he could move his stuff back up there. He hasn't done it. Kira's been gone since December 3rd. Told him he could have that room up there, and he hasn't done it because I'm taking the room downstairs as my sewing, quilting, all that down there. Plus, I'm going to have my scroll saw down there.
You shouldn't have wood around your fabric.
It won't be in the
Bad.
same room. It won't be in the room. It'll be in the unfinished part of the basement. Because I don't want to take it into the storage room because that's all storage. But I might do it in my old craft room. That's down there too.
Look what Jeanette sent me today.
Wow.
Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hats.
Awesome.
Wow.
Hi, Larry.
And a bunch of yarn. Good
I
job.
know.
Great
You
job.
know, we-
Great. Awesome job, Jeanette.
Mm-hmm. It is awesome.
I saw.
Before we hit the end of the month, I got 10 more memberships, free memberships to give out here. And then
Thank you
there are
for
5
saying
more.
that. I'm going
Let
to
me
do that
these
tomorrow.
first. There we go. Send,
I think I have 5 left too.
well, I keep forgetting about it.
I do too.
Okay, who these good? Heidi got one. Look at that. Heidi, look at that. And yours is
Mhm.
freaking lucky today. Debbie got one. Lydia got one. Dave Hart got one. And Tracy got one too. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking lucking out everywhere. Look at you
Congrats.
guys.
Today.
Look at you guys go. See, look at this. Heidi's even looks. She looks different now. Look at that. So let me throw out my welcome members in. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Awesome. So, what else? What do you guys want to do? Oh, I got to cut. I have to cut.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
you
hear
able-
outside people. I hear people whippersnipping outside. Was I able to what?
To give that tracking number to Jane Doe.
Not yet. I will do it right now. I was busy
Okay.
at work.
And Annie, I gotta give you yours too. I haven't made the label yet, but I can give you the.
Just send it to me on Facebook.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. They're gonna go to. Yours is gonna be UPS. Oh no. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Let me look. Because it's a box and not an envelope. And the USPS don't take very big boxes. Let me see. Yeah, Annie, yours is UPS.
Okay.
And in the morning, I will make the label. Then I will take them um, tomorrow during the day.
You watching this movie, Annie?
Oh, wait a
Done.
minute. For
Doesn't
Done
it
and
three,
done.
better to go out in the damn woods at night? Come on.
Annie, which one would you
I
prefer?
would.
It says for 3 cents more, which I'll cover. Of course, I'm covering part of the shipping anyway because I'm sending you stuff. I can change it to USPS. Which one would you prefer?
Actually, USPS because um, the brown guys there always leave it at my neighbor's house.
Okay, it's switched. So, yeah, I will send the tracking number to you tomorrow morning.
Look what Timu's selling. Handmade crochet mushroom keychains.
Wow.
Why not just make your own?
I bet they're not handmade.
Some people can't crochet.
But how do you machine make a crocheted item though?
It's not machine made. They make that probably in third world countries and pay
Right.
people 2
Yeah,
or 3 cents an hour.
probably.
And what man in his right mind is going to wear this outfit? Like seriously, that's a man's outfit.
It would look good in it.
Wow.
Bill could rock that. Ooh.
I could too, but I'm not gonna, advertise it out like, hey, look at my cool new crocheted outfit that I got.
There's a guy on TikTok and I guess on YouTube. He crochets his own clothes. And he's pretty good. He's a really good crocheter. Pants, shirts, everything.
Did you see that the young blonde guy, and he crocheted a pair of underwear?
No, I did not see that.
I looked at Bill and I said, "You look great." Nose. He goes, "I am not wearing crocheted underwear." I think you'll wear them if I make it.
That's like Bago Day. She told everybody that you would know when she's done with YouTube and done making videos when she makes her husband a pair of underwear out of scrubby yarn.
Oh my
Ooh,
lord.
Oh, that would hurt.
She's like, you'll know then I'm done with YouTube.
okay.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave, how's it going?
Oh my God, that would be really uncomfortable.
Oh,
Wouldn't it?
Jeanette's
She's
asking
always
where Jessica
threatening him to do that.
Jeanette
Jeanette's
wouldn't know
asking
where
where
Jessica was.
Jeanette's asking where Jessica is. Where's Jessica?
Where
Jessica
is she?
I
is
don't know.
she
Working?
was either gonna DoorDash tonight or she's busy at home right now. One or the other.
Jason Momoa crochets too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He even has
Didn't he
his
make
own,
Ja-
he even makes
he
his own
made Jack
patterns.
he made Jack Black a cardigan type thing, didn't he?
Yeah, him
Yep.
and him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought so.
for Minecraft. Yeah.
right. He
Yeah.
also sells his patterns.
I've
He should
heard
give him.
that.
He makes enough money. He should give him away for free.
That's what I was
Honestly.
getting ready to say. Like he needs to make more money.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sells them. But he makes them. I don't know if he sells them his patterns, but he does make his own patterns.
Hey, Dave, what are you up to? What are
What?
you doing? Jason Momoa.
David Hart acousticized.
Crochet patterns. Yes, he got one of my free memberships.
Well, welcome in. Welcome
Yep.
to the madness, the crazy house. Yeah.
Pricing.
Speak for yourself. I'm the resident sleeper here.
Well, she's fallen asleep too this week.
Yeah, I have to. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but
Okay,
I do it. I do it nightly.
are you ready for this?
What?
Jason
Oh,
Momoa's
no.
crocheted sweaters, which he's been seen wearing, and has even made for himself and others, are created by a specific artist, Tosha. While she doesn't publicly advertise her prices, she notes that her prices vary in cost based on demand and are booked out months in advance. She also takes deposit for materials and charges shipping separately. Tosha is the artist behind the crocheted sweaters, including the ones Momoa and Jack Black have been seen wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually her
Yeah, right.
patterns.
But I thought
They're
Or-
her
his,
patterns, but
Isn't he making them?
crocheted, but he crocheted them, but they're her patterns.
Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense.
yeah, but I thought he also does some patterns. Is what I heard, but I could be wrong.
Why do crochet patterns cost? Does Jason Momoa, as you've seen from the now viral video Minecraft, Jason outfitted himself co-star Jack Black with micro, which he was quick to point out they were made by Treat Yo Self Crochet. He did not make them. Oh,
What?
he did not make those. So Yoshi is it. Yoshi is the artist behind Treat Yourself Crochet.
Ah,
So he does crochet, but he did not make those ones.
right.
See, how rich is Jason Momoa? His net worth is around $40 million, despite
Yeah.
facing financial struggles. Despite facing
Walk-
financial struggles, he's still worth only $40 million.
And walking around half nude.
I don't have a
I'd
problem.
hate that. I'd hate to get paid that much money for swimming around nude as Aquaman or walking around nude as, you know, the husband of the wife of dragons, mother dragons. It's the worst ever, right?
Yeah. I'm the mother of dragons. Stupid.
Worst.
I wonder what year this movie was. It's old.
Not too much. Just thought you were live, so I'll pop it in for a few moments. That's awesome, Dave. Wait,
That
have
old
you
guy's
been
dumbass.
Dave? Have you been busy? Have you been busy? Like, what have you been busy doing? Like, I don't see much of you anymore on YouTube. So what have you been doing?
Yeah, you know you're in trouble tonight. Just go away. You ate Zach's chicken.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, really?
You're lucky we have more. We did chicken biscuits tonight. Well, they did. I don't want chicken biscuits. I had to piece of sausage with mine.
We had
Why
hamburger
not?
gravy on mashed potatoes and veggies.
We had
I gotta
barbecue
read that.
ribs, roasted
Yeah.
potatoes with carrots, cottage cheese, and sliced tomatoes.
I gotta. I had to resub to you. I don't know why. Yeah, what have you been doing? You've been quiet for a while, man.
He said, working a lot. I'm wiped
Working
out
a lot.
in my old age.
Oh,
Here and
stop.
there.
Don't have to get some more yarn. Oh, there's another spoon over there.
In your old age. Right, I got some more. Old.
Caleb, what day did you say were your days off?
I like that.
Who's
What?
got days off?
Day off. What's a day off?
Who's got days
Friday,
off?
Saturday, Sunday?
What are
Okay.
you talking about? Nobody gets
Huh?
days off.
My grandson does. Ouch. Just couldn't remember what day it was.
He's got a weekend off.
He's got Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Yeah.
off. And then he works
Hit-
6 days, has 3 days off, works 5 days, has 2 days off, works 5 days, has 2 days off. It goes. It's weird.
Yeah, at the beginning of the week, one of the workers there called Zach to see if he wanted to switch days. He came in and said, I've got to actually work today. And I was like, well, crap, we're kind of cutting it close for dinner, we haven't started it yet.
Hmm.
But he switched days, so he got the next, it was like 5 days off. And I was like, do you want to go down to Dad's? And he's like, not really. He doesn't like going down to Dad's because, yeah, just because. Let's put it that way. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I mean, you all know.
Yeah.
So at the end of summer, probably maybe in September, it's just me and Zach. We're gonna go down to Eric's and stay for about 3 days, maybe 4.
Yeah.
My brother's already asked me what kind of hotel I want.
Oh, really?
I was like, what do you mean, what kind? Well, it has a couple beds in it.
You
Do you
want a
want a
suite.
pool?
You want a suite.
He's like, do you want a, yeah, you want a pool? Do you want a jacuzzi room? And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, do they have them with pools in the room? That'd be cool.
A jacuzzi suite.
Yeah. I used to get those whenever Zach was a baby, or he'd go visit mom and dad. They would watch him, and I'd just take the night and go to a comfort suites there in town. Jacuzzi room just to chill out. But if something happened, I was right there because he was on all kinds of heart monitors, breathing monitors, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But I knew my mom could take care of it. She knew how to do all that stuff. And I was a phone call away. At that point, I didn't have a cell phone. Um, but mom gave me hers, and so they had dad's. That way, if something happened, because you never know. And Megan, she just wanted to take Zach to all her friends. No, because mom asked me, "Do you care?" And I was like, "I do."
So what's Dave saying here? I've been
It's
with
something.
AI.
She was only like 16 at the time. Is that she's not old enough or knew what to do if something would happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good though, Dave. It's it still keeps you busy, keeps you doing
Yeah,
something
so
good for the community. That's awesome.
I
Way to go.
told mom to tell her to wait till I got there. I'd go with her, or just have her friends come to the house.
So, Dave, do you have a link for your T-shirts, or is it just like a private thing that you're doing? Because we like to send kids everywhere.
Are you watching this movie, Annie?
Yes.
Oh,
And chat.
half an
And
hour,
I
half an hour
was
to get half an hour to
I
get
was
on my
sitting.
get in on my super chats.
I in my head when that older guy came out there, and he poked it. He's like, "Don't poke it, don't poke it." And then when it opened up, I was like, "Run,
yeah,
get
it's
away
like,
from it!"
why are you doing that? You know it's a bad
And
idea.
why would you let it get on a stick and let it run to your head? What the hell? You don't even know what
Drop
it
a
is.
stick. As I was hollering, dropped a stick.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Well, like,
Chris. Yeah, yes, your others will be sent as well.
and for those of you in the chat that don't know, we're watching the Blob over at TDR's.
Yep. I just went over there. I love that show, that movie.
Yeah.
Redbubble and T Public. A lot of designs are silly posted on my mailman. Yeah, we know you're a mailman. Just calm down, Dave. Don't go all postal on us. We're okay.
And Joe, he stopped at 4:30.
Oh, at least he stopped. So
Yeah,
he's
Who
okay
did?
for
Who you
now?
talking about?
Anthony.
He's been having a really bad pain day. It's been really rough day for Annie.
Yeah.
Rougher for him.
Hello,
Hey,
Jessica.
Jess.
How are you?
Well, hello.
Hi, Jessica.
Good evening.
Yes.
Everybody's been
Oh,
wondering where
hello.
you've been.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
I was here last night,
So,
I think.
so every super chat you send, you get on the wheel or just one time?
Every super chat you send, you will get on the wheel, and I will be doing. I'll be drawing one a month for
Okay.
entry to win a $20 gift certificate towards a purchase of whatever you would like, whatever your imagination can dream up that I can Johnify for you, like this snow owl for Heidi.
So when will this one be drawn?
Before Christmas. I'll try and get what I'll try and do them
No.
monthly. I'll try and do them monthly because in a timely fashion.
I mean, the wheel that these will go on, when will it be drawn?
Oh, at the end of the month. They'll be drawn at the end of the
Okay.
month, and I will put up a post on my YouTube post page, and I'll even do a little short video. That make sense? Does that work
Okay.
for
So,
everybody?
so I have
That
more
works.
than I have. Yeah. So I have more than just tonight to do it.
Yeah. So the more entries you put in, the more money you're gonna. The more money you give me, the more entries you'll get.
Yeah. So if I give you $20, does that give me 20 entries?
No,
Do I have to
Well,
do,
one at a
have to do
time.
them
one
one
at
at
a
a
time.
time? Oh my
See,
God.
see, yeah. See, so right now Joe has two, Tracy has one, Heidi has
Uh
one,
huh.
Chris has one. See?
Yeah.
I had forgotten that Paul Newman was in this movie. So just now. That is Paul Newman, right? Blue eyes.
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen.
That's
That's who it is.
yeah.
Yes, Steve McQueen. Yeah.
Steve McQueen.
I was
Man,
gonna say
how
Paul
can you mix up
Newman. I
Paul Newman
didn't
and Steve
see him.
McQueen?
I used to love watching Dead or Alive with him.
Got my tablet here. Get off of
Here's
there.
some trivia for you.
Let me
Huh.
turn the tab
Pineapple.
off. Honey.
Watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Some of them.
I used
Nobody.
to.
I watched a
She
little
wasn't
bit
a
of
real
it.
vampire slayer.
I watched some of them.
The
Continue.
guy that played her little brother
Yes.
in Buffy is Steve McQueen's grandson.
Oh wow.
What?
And his name is Stephen McQueen.
Yep.
I kept looking at him. I was like, man, he looks really familiar.
Oh, on this show, his name is Steve.
Article, and I'm like, oh my God, no wonder he looked familiar. He looks just
Yeah.
like his grandpa.
Hey, Liz.
On the
How you
blob,
doing, Liz?
Steve McQueen's name is Steve.
Yeah, isn't that's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wonder on some of the movies why they didn't choose their first names. It'd be so much easier.
Good
Yeah.
night, Dave.
Good night, Dave.
That ain't
Take
whoever's
care,
leaving.
Dave. Thanks for dropping by. It's great seeing you again.
Hi, Liz.
Please sounds good.
Something's moving. Because it's overtaking him. It's gonna get you too. Did you watch the remake of this?
No, because I don't like remakes.
Yeah, no.
I watched it. But,
Was it any good?
it was okay. I mean, it was entertaining enough, like this one is, but this one's better.
Right.
John, Larry would like to know
Don't.
what size blade you're
For
using to
God's,
mold that pattern.
for God's sake, don't touch anything and don't lick it. Whatever you're.
Larry, I will let you have 3
Oh
guesses.
my God. It's a Grinch.
I'll even give you a multiple. It's not the Grinch. I'll even give you a multiple choice. It's an 01, a 10, or a 1.
All the above.
No, they're 3 different blades.
The Blob.
Yeah. I remember watching this one, and around this time, it seemed like I watched Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I
Mm-hmm.
like that
And
one too.
I think there was a part 2 to that.
Yes,
I
you're
could
right.
be wrong, but then
It's a Penguin 01 spiral blade.
I think
Great
there
for
was a
doing
part 2 to Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
veining, feather work, and fish scales. Oh, did you know? I had a friend post yesterday. Oh God, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. There was a movie that was 37 years old yesterday. I can't remember his name. I can't even find it. There's a movie that came out 37 years ago yesterday. One of those cheesy movies that we all enjoy.
Thank you.
Did y'all know that Vince's birthday was yesterday?
I heard that.
Who's?
Vincent Price.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
You don't know who Vincent Price is?
Oh, my.
Look it up on Google.
You really need to educate her.
Google it. You'll find all kinds of stuff.
Did you ever watch Michael Jackson's video Thriller?
Like the beginning of it.
Well, he's the
never
voice
watched
that narrates it.
He's the voice that narrates it.
Okay.
But he's an amazing horror actor as well.
Well, he was. But yeah.
He was. Good night, Jeanette. Take care.
Good night,
Good night,
Jeanette.
Good
Jeanette.
night, Jeanette.
So I know personal choice, but how do you set the tension on that small blade where it doesn't break? I keep breaking number 2s. It's going to depend on the blade you buy. Like I've been over this before. Like you can buy Olson's and I can't even remember names of blades anymore. The penguin golds are the ones I use. Hold on a second.
Are they
It doesn't, like I
expensive?
said, no. Like I said, it doesn't matter. So the penguin golds are the ones I use the most of. Penguin, right? And these are number ones. I would prefer to get these Polgar German blades were actually the best ones I've ever had. I can't find them anymore. Olson's I find break way too easy all the time. Tornadoes are good. These tornadoes I get from Lee Valley. You can order them online. Oh yeah, you can order them online. But I don't have anything. See, I don't even think I have any 2s. Let's see, I guess 3s I've never used. But basically, I just tighten it until it gives a little ping. Penguin silvers. See, I think the silvers are not as good quality either. But you got to get that.
Oh, it's supposed to be crocheting.
Can you hear that little ping noise? You got to get that ping. And then you know it's tight. And then I've never had a problem with them. Because I've only broke one blade in this whole pattern so far. But it's a matter of overheating,
Yourself, you know that, right?
overtensioning, overstressing.
What, Annie?
He just jinxed himself. Never say
No, I
that.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
What about go lay down? You're so in trouble.
But I think when I cut
And
when I cut Nan- when I cut Nancy and Earl, I think I only broke like 5 blades in that whole pattern I did.
is that unusual?
No, no. Considering Charles will break one blade every 20 seconds. I think Charles will load up probably 30 blades before he starts cutting, and he'll break them all in an hour.
Dang.
But you know, you can buy a gross of blades. It's like $30, so you get 144 blades for $30, which is a pretty good deal. Is that 12 dozen? 12 dozen? Yeah, 12 dozen blades for like $42. But like I said, like Larry, I've been to like all my shows. My go-to blade is this number one, and I'll cut everything up to 1.5 inches. Like I'll cut a 2x4 with it without a problem, right? Yeah, I always cut slow anyway. That's why it takes me so long to finish a project. It's quality over quantity, I think. But you know, there are people that will just speed through everything all the time anyway. Come on, get in the hole. But I'm sure when you guys see this completed, you'll be like, oh, I want one. I want one. I want one.
Maybe so.
And then it's going to be like, John, you're going to have to up your prices because, you know, I think your work is worth more than what you're charging for it. Oh, Connie, I got
Yes.
an email yesterday
Yes.
from Busy Bee Tools.
Oh, really?
Do you have Busy Bee Tools down in the States? I don't know if you do or not. I
I
think it
don't
might be
know. Let
only a
me look.
Canadian thing. But apparently, Busy Bee Tools has their own 22-inch scroll saw, and it looks exactly like an Excalibur.
Wow.
Um, See, look at this. This email I got yesterday. Precision has just arrived. 22-inch scroll saw, $549. And I looked it up. I went to it. I was looking it up, and it looks exactly like my Excalibur.
Yeah, it's from Canada,
No,
Edmonton. Yeah. Shucks. Oh well.
I know. It's exactly like my like the head tilts. It's just got a cool new dust port on the front of it, underneath the blade holder. It's got a light. It's got the same connectors as this one.
Right. That's too bad.
I know. But I know they do international shipping.
Yeah, I bet it's expensive.
Oh, where's this one at? Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so there's a grocery store renovating, and I was there yesterday, today, and apparently I got to be there tomorrow at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh,
We can't do
lovely.
the front sign while the store is open, and it's open
Uh,
7 to 11 every day,
uh,
7 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. We got to be there after hours. We don't drop stuff on people. I'm like, well, then they shouldn't walk under me.
Yeah, late night.
Well, I figure it's going to take probably 4 or 5 hours. I got to work all day tomorrow and then work all night.
wow.
So I'll be joining Jess on her show tomorrow night, but I don't think I'll be there the whole time because I need to get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she's starting a new flower.
Don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Ow! I just hit a nerve in my wrist.
Well, don't
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
It's been a long time since I did that. I don't know why it happened. Hey, what kind of hours do your podiatrist have down there?
Normal
Um,
doctor's hours.
Normal doctor's hours. What do you consider normal
mine's
doctor's hours?
open. Mine's open 8 till 5, Monday
That's
through Thursday,
that's about
and
what they are.
and,
That's
and
about average.
Fridays are closed because he has surgery those days.
And yeah, there's usually one day a week that they're not in the office.
They're either doing surgeries or he goes to nursing homes and takes care of those. When he doesn't have surgeries.
My
And he
doctor's
doesn't.
hours are Friday and Saturday.
What?
Friday 10 to 7, Saturday 9 to 4. Apparently those are the only hours he's open. So maybe he's in
Wow.
surgery the rest of the week. I'm not
Or
sure.
maybe he has another office elsewhere.
No.
Yeah.
Because I called there today. I'm like, what? I looked it up first, found out the hours. I'm like, what? The doctor has these hours. So, because I'm phoned and asked when my orthotics will be in. Left a message, right? So now I'm waiting for a phone call back.
Yeah.
Probably get one back on Friday.
No, mine's not open on weekends.
We have a clinic that's open on Saturday.
Chat's so quiet out there. What's going on, everybody? Why so quiet? No questions, comments, or inquiries? I'll be sure to answer them for you. About anything. Anything? Yes, anything. Surely you jest, John. No, I don't jest. I'm serious about my woodworking. Cool.
And that blob, that lady reminds me of my one grandma. She always had her hair like that. Pinned up.
The Bob got him.
What'd you say?
I said the blob got him.
Oh, I'm not listening to it. I'm just watching it.
Yeah, he pulled that guy out from under, threw out the underneath the car.
It's all that one guy's fault. He shouldn't have poked it with a stick.
Yeah, pissed it
Mhm.
off.
Well, it's a blob. You're just supposed to poke blobs.
It wasn't a blob. It was just a really cool looking rock type thing. But he shouldn't have poked it. And then he got it on the stick and let it run right to his hand.
Oh, I guess we should have a coloring day too, because I gotta color Annie's rose.
I did get Herb's package today.
Hmm.
I got it here and he sent it on the 19th when we
What?
got here today.
Heidi, you're gonna miss all the good stuff. All right. Have a good night.
Good night,
Take care.
Heidi.
We'll see you later.
Good night, Heidi.
Good night. Good night.
What is a Flying Dutchman? Have you never watched SpongeBob? Have you never watched Pirates of the Caribbean? Flying Dutchman is a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get you. I keep getting sidetracked.
But in woodworking terms, Flying Dutchman is a brand of. If we're still here in an hour, I'll come back. Okay. I'll be sure and be here in an hour still. Flying in woodworking terms, Flying Dutchman is a brand name for scroll saw blades.
Mm-hmm.
When they come
Like
back, I may or
horrific.
may not be awake.
You want to place bets on this one? I'm going to say not awake.
Well, I took a pill about right when we got ready to start because I could feel the pain coming on. So I knew it was time. I try to put it off as long as I can. But it doesn't take that pill long to kick in.
Yeah,
My
so
hands have been
in
hurting.
woodworking or scroll sawing. Hey, Marty, how's it going? Damn, John, I was taking
Hi,
a good look at that. You moved it.
hi, Marty.
Oh, I can see it again. Well, here you go. Well, here, Marty, I'll show you the back instead. The back looks better. See, I'm not. Hey, Marty, what kind of blades do you use? What do you prefer to cut on your scroll saw? See, I don't like Olson's. I think Olson's break too easy. I prefer my Penguin Golds or my Polger, which are German. It depends, though. Everybody has their own preferences. Marty, when are you going to take a break and do some scroll sawing? Come on the show and scroll saw on the show, right? Right? Or you can set up your camera up front and set up for some blow up ornaments for the next holiday coming up. What's the next holiday coming up? Oh, July 1st, July 4th. You got any July 4th ornaments? 4th of July ornaments? Blow up.
Excuse me.
So I'm making this snow owl for Heidi, who actually just left. You use Becco, Blind Dutchman, or Pegasus, depending upon my saw. Yeah, see, I don't like Pegasus at all. Are saw blade preference like hook preference? Yes, they are, Chris. And so is the saw itself. Like, so the saw I use is an Excalibur. 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 And Excalibur, at the time when I bought the saw, I'm going to say 12, 14 years ago, was the Cadillac of saws at the time. When I bought the saw stand, foot pedal was $2,100, and it was the top of the line saw. And I was using a crappy saw; it kept breaking on me, so I saved my money up, sold some projects, bought the saw. It's been good for me. I've had a couple errors with it. You guys saw me dealing with my one arm, my rotor at the back, my blade clamp attachment like 2 times. But all in all, it's still a good saw. People that buy other saws like the DeWalt 781, I think it is, people always have problems with those. The switches go. There's fuses inside that blow on them. The blowers keep breaking down on them. So people have opted out to go for Seiko or Pegasus, and they're the exact same saw based on the exact same design, because when you're the best, people want to copy you. So going with that, Busy Bee now has a copy of the Excalibur. When General International closed their doors, all their equipment is gone now. But like my shop is all green and black, which is General International Tools. When they went under, King Industrial from Canada bought the design, bought the pattern, bought the patent for the Excalibur, and now has an Excelsior scroll saw out, the exact same design.
Gee, wonder where they're getting those names.
What? I don't know. Stanley.
Probably. Yeah, Stanley.
Thanks, Tracy.
Evidently, snoring attracts the blob, Joe.
Joe. Careful, Joe.
Annie, Annie.
You're not allowed to take a break until late June. What? Oh, travel. All you're doing is traveling, having fun. That's all you ever do.
Hmm. I'm thinking about it.
See, and Chris, there's also a thing called spiral blade envy. Because people have spiral blade envy. Um, I can't cut with a straight blade. I tried cutting with a straight blade one time, and it went curvy. And I tried a spiral blade, which a spiral blade is basically a straight blade, but it's spiraled out, and so it cuts in every direction. So it cuts in every direction, and so I can cut in any direction on my scroll saw, right? Like I can go forward, backward, left, and right. Whereas with a straight blade, it only cuts forward, so you're limited to cutting forward and then backing up, turning and cutting forward all the time. Whereas I can cut every direction with a spiral blade.
Man, it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Joe must be sleeping.
Not yet.
And also with a spiral blade, you're able to do more intricate, detailed, smaller work. Like, don't get me wrong, like you can still do intricate work with a spiral with a straight blade, but most straight blades, like back in the day, were all pinned. They had pinned ends on them, and you couldn't get your work into smaller areas. Once you pull the pin out, put it back in for every time you did it, though. Whereas with spiral blades don't have pins on them, so it's easier to get it mount. It's easier to mount them on because my spiral blades are straight. So they got straight ends on them. And these are small. My blades are 0.035, I believe, or 0.025. So I can tell you the size of them. Every spiral blade is 5 inches long, regardless. Every blade is 5 inches long. It depends on the size of blade you're dealing with. So these ones are 0.028 inches in thickness. Most people will deal with size 2s, 3s, 4s, which are like a size 2 blade. A size 2 blade is 0.22. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, is 0.01, which is twice as thick as this one. Hence a number 2. And a number 1 is half as thick as a number 2. Whereas a number 3 is 3 times as thick as this. So a number 3 would be like almost like, and like, I know the biggest blade I've seen is a number 8, which is like almost a quarter inch thick, which is about as thick as your pencil tip, which is still pretty big. I prefer smaller blades so I can do more finer detail work. Like I can do scales on a fish. But I showed it to Matt Rock and Crocheter one time. Okay, Connie and or John, how is the meditative state you reach different? How? The meditative state?
The what?
Meditative state. See, I find
oh, it's a metric.
Metric. Inches or millimeters? They're in inches.
Yeah, they're in inches.
They're in inches. So it's 0.01 inches. So it's like half of a 16th of an inch.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I can tell you because my the blades I use for drilling my holes with. The blades I use are 3/64 inch blades, and my blade fits through that without a problem. So my scroll saw blades are smaller than 3/64 of an inch. If that helps you. And it says it's 1.19 millimeters. So my blades are less than a millimeter thick in diameter. And a lot of people find them hard to use, but like I said, you can get a lot more detail work with them. Just fiddle with the tension, fiddle with how hard you push on it, how hard, because your tension and how fast and hard you push on it will determine how fast it's going to break on you, how much it heats up. So Chris, have you never been here when I showed off? See, I don't even know if I can find them right now. My miniatures. Just give me 1 sec. Let's see if we can find them. Find my when me and Shaylee Morehouse, Midnight Scroller, were teaching classes on how to scroll saw. He designed a tic-tac-toe board, which was 6 inches big, and I made mine out of plexiglass, acrylic, and she made hers out of wood, and then I made one half the size, 3 inches big, and then I made one an inch big, and I used the exact same pattern, just made it smaller and smaller and smaller, and the hearts, which were the O's, and two arrows were crossed for it was a heart. It was for Valentine's Day, so the two arrows for the X's and the hearts were for the O's, and I made them so small that the 6 inch board, the 6 inch heart, I made it 1 inch big. When you saw, do you have to be aware of saw always, or do you get to the point where you just saw? Okay, so when you're using a scroll saw, now it's funny you ask that because a lot of people ask that question. I can show you right now that okay, the blades are sharp enough. Now the thing is, you can try this at home. Okay, the blades are sharp enough to cut wood, so I can cut. Let me show you. Okay, this is 3/4 inch pine, right? So I can cut 3/4 inch pine. In any direction I want. Right, I can cut 3/4 inch pine. I can cut a 2x4. I can cut metal. I can cut shell. But the thing is that it will not cut your hand. Like my hand, like to show you that my finger's right against the blade. Right there. Okay, so my finger's right against the blade. You can see it against my finger. My finger's vibrating, but it does not cut my skin. It doesn't cut my skin at all. So it's sharp enough to cut metal and aluminum and wood, but it won't cut your skin. It's weird on how it does it. Greg, how's it going, buddy? What are you up to?
Going.
Hey, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hello.
So a lot of people when they start scroll sawing, they're like, "Oh my God, you're using a saw," but it's a saw, but and like you can adjust the speed on it. Like I can slow it right down.
Did
Depending on
I
what I'm
hear you
cutting.
say, John, that your vibrator doesn't cut your finger?
Yes, my vibrator does not cut my finger.
Good.
Like you can see the speed of it. Like I'm speeding it up right now, and that's top speed right there. But the thing is that it won't cut through your skin unless you sit there and really push your finger into it.
Yeah, I've never been
Kind of
cut
like
by
those,
a scroll saw.
kind of like those cast saws.
Oh,
Cut 'em off.
Larry says, the only exception is Pegasus blades. They'll cut you. Don't ask how I know that. But it's funny because I've even tried to cut I've even tried to cut my thumbnail, like, or my fingernails, like try and push my finger in there, and like it'll just nibble away at the end of my fingernail. Like it won't actually cut my finger though. I don't understand it. But scroll saws are very forgiving as a saw.
Well, even fishing line can cut you.
Right.
You know, or anything. Can,
Oh, yeah.
But fishing line isn't what you'd call dangerous for cuts.
Even paper can
Yep.
cut you,
Mhm.
and
No,
cardboard.
I've had so many paper and cardboard cuts. It's unbelievable. But yet,
Cardboard is worse than paper.
but it's a blade. But the thing is that because the teeth are all only pointed downwards, that when you're cutting wood, it only cuts on the downstroke. It doesn't cut up and down. It like a table saw that's always
Right.
cutting towards you. All the teeth are always coming towards you on a table saw, right?
Yeah.
Whereas on a scroll saw, they're always pointing downwards, so you have less chance of actually cutting yourself because
Right.
they're on a downward angle.
Exactly. I'll be right back.
Hey, Mona, how are you? Educationally, I'd like to know how to cut silver. Silver, you can actually cut silver with a scroll saw. So, for example, the original scroll saw. Hold on a second. Let me grab a coping saw.
They use a coping saw or a jeweler's saw to cut fine metals like that.
Yeah. So you can get a coping saw, right? Which is actually an 8-inch blade. These blades are a little bigger, but you can get them in smaller sizes. You can actually get spiral blades for a coping saw, right? The jeweler's blades, and you want a jeweler's drill as well, which I have. So this is actually the back end. This is actually the back end of a jeweler's drill that works better on my power drill than anything else. And so coping saw is basically the first scroll saw, and people still use coping saws to do not as intricate work as this, but I've seen work like scroll sawing work done with coping saws, and you can get them with like this is a regular 6-inch neck, but you can get them in 12 and 21-inch necks as well, and it's all done by hand. So this would be the original scroll saw, and then they invented treadle power for treadle power Singer sewing machines, and they're like, oh, well, if it still goes up and down and you're using your feet for it, then let's put a blade on there. So they put a blade on it, made a treadle powered scroll saw, and then they got electricity and they put power to it.
Hey, Larry.
Some jewelry
Now,
would be like to make mystery box.
What's the difference between, and this is a real question, a coping saw and a fret saw? To me, they're the same thing.
Oh, okay. So the difference between a coping saw and a fret saw is the same as scroll saw work and fret work. It's the same saw. It's the same saw. It's the same blade. It's just the work you're doing with it.
Okay.
So fret work. Okay. So this is an example of fret work. Give me a second here. Let me pull this down.
I'm back.
So this is an example of fret. This is an example of fret work because of all the cuts that are in it. It's more intricate and detailed, whereas a scroll sawed piece would just be they're more basic designs.
Okay.
So fret work, but if you look at the definition of fret work, it's more continuous detailed design with because you got the same design throughout the whole piece of work. Now, I did this piece back in 2011 because I dated my stuff back then. 2011. This is when I first started out. This was for my dad, and I wasn't confident enough to put all the holes in the wheels because all the wheels had all this fancy line work and fret work and everything else. But I didn't. I wasn't confident enough at the time to do that. I can do it now without an issue. Like if I was to redo one of these now, it would look totally different from this. There'd be more detail work in it, and it would be more fancy than what this one is. But fret work basically is a continuation of design to make it. But as opposed to a fret saw and a coping saw, same saw. It just depends on the work you do with it. Fret saw has a wider throat and uses a 5-inch blade, says Larry. So I've seen the newer fret saws that like with like, for example, the 12 and 20-inch necks on them that have all these their intricate bridge work designs on them and stuff. Hold on a second. Let me pull one up for you. See, the Valley has a nice one. See, there's a nice $395 fret saw.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do the same thing with a $6 coping saw.
Yep.
And basically, all you got to do is, as a welder, you can cut this piece out, shorten that up, and re-weld it back together, and you'll put a 5-inch blade in there instead of an 8.
You don't know how many hours I spent with a coping saw and the wood from orange boxes. You used to get at Christmas, mandarin orange boxes.
Yeah.
They used to be wood, not just cardboard.
Hey, Jesse.
And that's a hardwood.
Yes, I know.
But as a kid, just kind of sawing away.
But when you said mesmerizing, or what was the word you used? When Chris Case said, meditative. This is very meditative. Because it's very relaxing, it's soothing. I can actually get into it and just stay in it, and you guys will be like, "What's John doing?" I won't even talk. I'll just do this for hours and hours. I used to do it for hours and hours without even talking. And Russ can attest to that. Herb can attest to that.
Used to do it for 25 hours at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. My table's not big enough. Yeah, but I've actually shown on my show that I can actually take my blade and bend it in on itself, and it won't break, and I'll use it right away. See, you can take the blade, and I can bend it back in on itself like a pretzel, right? So when this blade breaks, I'll actually use that blade. You'd be like, well, how can you use a blade that's been bent, but it straightens back out when I tension it back up? Okay, on the jewelry, Chris, I learned a lot from this book, Scroll Sawing Coins, Glass, Metals, and More, and used my oldest Hegner for it. See, I can't cut glass. See, I tried a diamond tip blade once. I think it was an Olson. No, it was a Pegasus. It was a Pegasus. They're in my shop here somewhere. They're diamond tip spiral blades. I tried them one time, and I tried to cut a coin with it, and it wouldn't work. So I went back to my use anything blade on anything, and I finished cutting the coin out with it, and I cut the caribou out of the quarter, and it's actually still on my keychain. I cut that thing almost 2 years ago.
Cool.
Well, yeah, but if you're cutting marquetry, I wouldn't use a fret saw for marquetry. I would just cut it by hand. Do not go down the marquetry rabbit hole.
To market to market.
Marquetry is a cool, fancy art form, though. I won't get into it. I know people that have done it in town here. Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean. It's been in my shop a couple times, and he actually does marquetry. I can't do it. It's too.
Come
Can't
back
put the
to the
money
five
in.
and dime.
I can't put the money into woods like that and have it just like sitting there. They do an Intarsia. I can't see myself putting money into all the every color, different species of wood to make one design. Like the designs look nice, but I can't get into it. Yeah, you are, Marty. You could do it, but I could probably do it too, but just not as good as Japanese. Marquetry, Japanese marquetry. I'll show you a couple quick images from Japanese marquetry. There you go. And they're all made out of like 1/16 or less thick material.
Wow.
But when they do it out of full blocks. Like we're talking like 8-inch blocks that are all cut down either by hand or by machine, and they're all planed down smooth with their Japanese planes because we know those are the best planes in the world to get. They glue them all together, and they take one plane and go right across them all, and they get these slivers of patterns, slivers and slivers of patterns, and they make these fancy puzzle boxes out of all this marquetry material, and it's like amazing freaking work, and it's expensive.
Hello, Chris Nealon.
Like you can buy you can buy strips. You can buy strips of marquetry like at any wood place. But for example, like Japanese puzzle boxes, marquetry all around it, like $600. Like you're paying for the quality of the wood that went into it, just to make it look like that. But you can even do like marquetry inlay as well, which is all cut by hand, which is all different colors and species of wood. Mr. Nealon, how's it going today? What have you been up to? Busy or what?
Hey, Chris Nealon.
Hi, Chris.
Not much going on today, he says.
So, John, if and when you buy soft drinks, do you buy them in cans ever?
When I buy what?
Soft drinks.
Pop? When I buy pop?
Pap, yeah. If you're American, it's pap.
No, it's pop or Coke
No,
or
I don't.
soda pop.
No, soda. Oh, when I buy my soda, or when my soda comes into my shop, it's always in bottles because it's cheaper.
It's hard getting it up here now in cans.
What?
I supposedly
No,
got to do
well, depends on what
with the
brand you
aluminum.
buy.
Aluminum,
yeah.
aluminum's not good for you.
What?
You're not supposed to eat the can.
No,
Don't eat
but
the can.
I know that, but it's not good to drink out of aluminum. But I don't
Well, then
drink
why
soda
did they
pop.
made aluminum cans? For how
Why
many
do
years?
they do all kinds of things?
The aluminum soda pop cans. The aluminum never touches the soda. They're lined with the plastic.
Right. Well, I don't drink
Yeah, the
soda
lime.
pop.
Oh,
So.
yeah, that's right. Because have you ever seen those videos? But it still
But
tastes
anyway,
like it's got that tinny taste to it.
yeah,
But anyway,
that's just your fillings reacting to the whatever.
yeah.
No, it's hard to get certain brands in aluminum cans here now. Supposedly, the aluminum can manufacturers are only in the U.S. and they're not paying the duties, the tariffs on Canadian aluminum, so they're not making the cans.
Hey, Greg.
I have not heard.
Hey, Annie.
Joe would say hi, but she's probably asleep.
Mm-mm.
No,
No?
she's still
Okay.
awake.
Just checking.
No, I'm
Been here. I just forgot that I had myself on mute.
watching the blob crocheting and eating ice.
I had to go deal with the child.
Oh, and it's over.
Hello, Jessica, SMC.
That's the end.
Yep.
I am going to get on out of here since I have to get up
This
We
is
have
the
a
end.
Hopefully see you all tomorrow afternoon, but no promise tomorrow evening. I mean,
All right. Good night.
see you tomorrow. Good night.
Hey, Danny.
so y'all be good. If you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, blame John.
What? Annie's leaving.
Mm-hmm.
On
She's
a
got a
jet plane.
long day ahead of her tomorrow.
So she says.
A long and winding road.
One more cut here, one more hole here, and then I'll cut this wing out. Be like,
Well, I'm a little behind on the blob.
Okay.
They're just
Doesn't
starting to
sound right.
spray it.
Oh yeah. You just have a couple of minutes.
John
Yeah.
or Greg, as opposed to Greg, caused a problem. You know what? I didn't even know it was. I knew it was happening, but it doesn't. Mail's still coming in.
No, there's no real strike yet. It's what they're doing is not accepting overtime.
Well, they were supposed to
Yet.
actually go on. They're supposed to go back on strike again on the 22nd, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but they're still in negotiations and talks and whatever. But they've not actually walked off the job completely.
It says the strike ended after federal intervention. Sticking points between the union and Crown Corporation include Canada Post's desire to hire part-time workers for weekend deliveries, which the union opposes. Full-time postal workers currently get overtime paid for weekend work 2 days ago.
Mhm.
Negotiations continue. Oh well.
Don't like your job? Get another one.
Let's just get rid of the union altogether.
There was one guy at the strike there around Christmas time, and they got him on camera and they're interviewing him or whatever. Oh boy, my kids won't be able to afford Christmas things. Well, who went on strike?
Yeah, but if you're part of the union, I don't know about you guys, but here in America, if you're part of the union, you have, if they say strike, to stay part of the union and just have their support, you have to.
Yeah, but you have to vote, right? And if you all vote not to strike, then you don't strike.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, the union can't just say, okay, you have to go on strike. Not up here,
Yeah.
anyway.
They can here because a lot of people, in fact, there's places that you have to sign a paper when you get hired that you will not join a union, and if you do, you will lose your job because they don't want to mess with them because they screw everything up when they get involved, especially when some of the workers are fine, they just want to work and they're forced to strike.
See, there's only one sign company in Canada that I know of that is unionized, and
Mhm.
they don't even like being unionized. They want to get out of it, but they can't.
Exactly, that's the problem. That's the same thing here. They can't get out of it, and that's why a lot of places will make you sign a thing. If you join it's automatic. You will be fired because they do not want to
But-
deal with the unions.
But the
No,
thing
back
is that at one time they all signed on it. So
well, that's because back when unions started, they were a good thing until they weren't.
There's a guy in our motorcycle club, antique motorcycle club. He worked for CN, Canadian National Railway, and he went from doing some whatever job, labor type job, into management. And he worked his way up into management, and he was part of something or other. He says at one point in time, and I think it was probably in the early 80s, that CN, it cost them $1.69 to make $1.
Yeah,
They were just basically buying jobs. You know what I mean? Like, so then there was a big shakeup, and like he was there, and they would say, they ask him what their, what's your plans? Like, all these guys. Well, we're going to go to Montreal and stay at the whatever hotel resort, and
yeah.
and we're going to have a conference and do this and that. And the guy says, nope. Conference call on the telephone. Away you go. But that's what they did. They got they got so used to just spending company money,
hmm
and that's what they did.
yeah.
I don't know what their margin is now, but I think they got bought out by an American firm.
I will say, okay, so back in the early 80s, Okay, so I don't know how many of you know or have ever heard of the Kennecott Copper Mine. It's the largest open mouth copper mine in the world. It's in
The
Utah.
what? The what?
It's called the Kennecott Copper Mine, and it's a open mine, so it's open to the air, and it's a copper mine, and they mine copper, and they mine a lot of other stuff too. It's in the Oquirrh Mountains. That's in Utah. It's part of the mountain range in on the west side.
Southwest of Salt Lake City.
Right, southwest. Okay, so back in the 80s, the union decided that they wanted more money because the union makes money too. And so they forced
Yep.
all the union people to go on strike. When it was all over, 75% of those guys lost their job, lost their homes, lost everything because they forced them to go on strike. My uncle was one of them, and they almost lost their house. Thank God they didn't, because they had already put 25 years into paying for it.
Yep.
I don't like unions. I don't like the control and the power that they have. But now, I mean, for many, many years now, Kennecott Copper Mine pulls out very little copper compared to all the other metals and minerals and stuff that they pull out. But it's still the largest open copper mine in the world. It's huge. It's so big. You go at the top of it and look down. Oh my gosh. It's miles deep. You can see all the way to the bottom.
I can see for smiles and smiles.
Yeah. We used to go there because I could see the rim. You can see the rim of the mine from Salt Lake Valley. And where I lived before I moved here, I lived on the other side of that mountain range that the copper mine was in, or is in. We couldn't see it though. I lived 2 streets from the opening to the mountain.
I worked in an open pit mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. A sand mine.
Wow. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen you should pull up a picture of the Kennecott Copper Mine. It's huge. Hi, Debbie.
It was silica sand.
Debbie.
Oh, okay.
And I drilled blast holes.
Welcome in, my new member. Hold on a second.
Hold on there, Bubbly.
Hold on a second. See, I have a new member that came in because she was gifted a membership to my fancy YouTube
Awesome.
membership. Dave Hart came in. Debbie came in. Heidi got one too. Who else got one?
I don't remember who it was. Hey, Herb.
So Heidi got one. Debbie got one. Lydia got one. Dave Hart got one. And Tracy.
Cool.
All them lucky people. Hey,
I
Herb.
have to,
How's it going?
I have
What's up,
to
buddy?
give out 5 tomorrow. My last 5 for the month.
Hey, Herb.
You want me to remind you?
Sure.
Hey, Herb.
Connie, tomorrow don't forget
What?
to give up 5 memberships.
Thank you, John. I'm so glad you reminded me.
Not a problem. You're welcome for that reminder.
You seen this movie, Connie?
I'm not over there anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I left after the Bob because I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay and watch it. I'm going to get woke up early tomorrow because my grandson will be here early. And Ron says, well, as soon as he gets here, I'll wake you up. Okay. You do that. You wake me up. And then he goes, I'm not going to let him run me ragged tomorrow. I said, oh, so you're going to let him run me ragged instead. That's
Mhm.
okay. He likes to do things with me. We're probably going to paint tomorrow because he likes to paint. But I can't get to my temper paint, so I'm going to have to put a apron on him and let him paint with acrylic paint.
I printed myself a grip for one of my cameras.
Cool.
3D printed. It's really,
What is that?
really neat.
That's cool.
Camera grip.
Yeah. So it goes on the camera. Like that.
Oh, cool.
Just to give you a bit more purchase. You know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
And you hold it on with the tripod
The
mount
bottom.
screw.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the bottom tripod mount.
Mhm.
That's cool.
You got everything on the internet.
Herb says he just woke up. Let's take meds and get a drink and go back to bed. Well, how are you feeling though, Herb? Give you good time to talk
Yeah.
again. Welcome in. Welcome back, Heidi.
Welcome back,
Look,
Heidi.
Heidi. Look, Heidi. She's looking like an owl now. See, let's mark a seagull right now, though. He'll look like an owl, but he's done.
And I made some of these, John.
What's that?
What is that? What is that for?
You know what they call
That looks
split
like
loom?
Like what? Say that again.
They call it split loom for putting wires in to protect it. It's usually corrugated and it's got a split down one side, so it's like a hose, corrugated hose.
Yeah.
With a split.
Right.
This
Okay,
is
yeah.
what you do. You put the wire in. Oh, it's hard to do it backwards and thing.
It's-
You put the wire in here, and then you stick the torpedo in the loom, and you run it along, and it poops
That's
the
cheating.
wire. Yeah,
That
and they
looks.
got little ones for little guys.
That's cheating. I usually just
Who
I usually
uses
stick-
loom?
I usually stick a screwdriver in it though. I usually stick a screwdriver and follow it down with it.
The guys use a box end wrench too. That'll work.
Yeah,
So who do you know uses loom?
Myself?
Oh,
electricians.
cool. Okay. Duh.
Oh. Hold on a second.
Not like
You did it. You broke it.
and
Not like a fabric loom.
no.
Okay.
It's just a protector thing.
Right.
Oh, see, I didn't even break it. Just pulled it out of the bottom holder.
And I painted up my
Oh, your little camper.
camper for my blister.
Oh, cool.
And I made
Wait, show me that again.
a propane tank.
That's cute. Oh, propane tank. Now you should make furniture and everything. And
No, she can do it. I don't care. But it's got the frame and tires.
yeah.
And,
Hey,
spare tire to go on the back.
Oh, cool. Hi, Beth.
But the colors are the color. It's close to the color she has.
It looks
kind
like
of
an original. It looks like an original boulder. It
Yeah.
does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shit brown or shit green.
Well, shit green. It's that kind of 70s avocado green.
Oh my! You know when the avocado came out, was so popular in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
My mom loved avocado. She loved green, so she had my dad bought her a stove, a dishwasher, a fridge, a washer and dryer, all in avocado green, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Because she loved green, right? Well,
Mhm.
a year later, we sold that house and moved to California. We ended up moving into a house that was green.
Mhm.
The floors were green. The linoleum in the kitchen. The carpet was green. Everything grew green there. And as soon as my mom could, she got new appliances and didn't get green. She goes, "That's enough green. I'm
The
tired of it."
toilet, the toilet, the tub, the
Oh yeah,
vanity,
The
the
toilet
everything,
washer and
paper.
dryer,
everything was
stove.
green.
Yeah, the stove, the fridge. Like my mom had the harvest gold. I hated that freaking color too. It was just
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mom was
I didn't like
Harvard.
the. My mom
baby
went to
vomit
white
yellow.
after she got rid of the green. She went white. Thank God, because
Now
I
the house in we lived in Brandon when I was a kid. Parents built it or had it built, and the bathroom was shell pink. You know, the toilet, the sink, the tub, everything. And we
upstairs
built
in my. Go ahead.
built we built the same house when we moved to Winnipeg. The same plan, the same whatever, and it was purple or mauve or whatever. They had some kind of name for it. You know, that
Mulberry.
I don't know. It could have been. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Purple to me.
Well, see,
Light,
okay.
light purple.
So my house that I'm living in right now is almost 150 years old.
Mhm.
Okay, it didn't have even running water. Didn't have heat and air conditioning when they. I mean, it had water that came in, but it came in from the cistern that
Yep.
is still out in my backyard. And the bathroom upstairs is that god awful, disgusting pink. Oh, the toilet, the the tub, the walls, the sink. I'm like, that's disgusting. But I haven't had the gumption to go change it
Gum,
yet.
gumption.
Yeah, the
Gumption.
gumption.
Forrest,
Yeah,
Forrest Gumption.
no, the gumption.
Herb, I
Gumshoe.
sent you a Facebook message earlier.
He might have already left. I'm not sure if he's still here.
Yeah, he comes
Herb
I
and
sent
don't
me one.
know.
Yeah, I got it. I can't show it on here though. It's funny.
I thought she said Herb.
I did.
Who did Herb send it to? I got one
Oh,
from Herb.
oh, you got it from Herb.
No, I sent one to Herb.
Ah, okay. That's what I thought you said. He probably sent it to you, or he sent you something else.
It was something else because I was just telling him I received his package.
Oh, okay. Is it coloring pages?
Yes,
Um,
and some of them are from Michaela, so we're gonna have fun with that.
well, that's cool. Yeah,
All those little um, cartoon kitties and cupcake. Of course, there's
yeah,
one cupcake that's all like skulls. I guess I don't think she'll get that one.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, Beth. The pink is from the '60s, and I don't know what was in the house before then. I know that they had we have 3 chimneys in this house, and well, one chimney, but it's fireplace downstairs and in the living room, and we have another chimney, and that was in the kitchen. So I know that's how they cooked because they covered it, but I pushed back the wall, and I could see that that's where the fireplace was, and it brick, and I could see that that's where they used to cook because it was back in the 1800s that my house was built. And yeah, and I don't know if they had a boiler or what, because everything's been removed from how they heated the house. But they never put no heat and air conditioning upstairs when they did run it. So don't ask me why they did that, but they did.
There's a few houses that were like that. They had no heat upstairs, but they'd have a big grate at the top of that went up to the landing. This is like what they call story and a half houses, where the the roof comes in on the upstairs bedrooms and that.
Yeah, that's what mine is. Well, no, it's not slanted, but my upstairs is only half of it upstairs. There's part of the house that is not. There's nothing above it,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not slanted. So they're full rooms. That now the closets are slanted,
Yeah,
but
it's just a variation of what they called, or what they built up here. But our house was like that, a story and a half. The original house was built in 1932. It did not have running water in it at the time, and they converted a room in the back, and I don't know what the room would have been, but it was awfully big. So they turned it into a bathroom when they put the plumbing in, and they have it was what they called a 3/4 basement.
Right.
The walls didn't go all the way to the outside walls of the house. It was like, anyway, there was an oil furnace converted to gas when we bought it and that. And it was built like in the 30s, and that was a depression, and it was built cheap. Oh my goodness,
See, this house is well built. It is extremely well built. Other than there's some openings, you can see light through the top of the chimney, and there's no cap on it, so that's how the bats get in our house.
Robin, did you run out of Fortnite nickels?
Hey, Robin.
I don't know what it cost. 25 cents? Just kidding.
But when we moved in here, or when we came and looked, and there's this thing that's got a metal cap on it in our backyard, and we're like, what is that? And Ron went over and lifted it up, and it's this great big giant tank underground. Like, what the
My cistern was in the below the basement floor.
Oh, ours
and
is next.
I don't know how many 100 gallons it was, but yeah, it was deep, and it took the water off the roof, and it diverted it like off the eaves,
right,
and diverted it into the cistern.
That's exactly. And then they had a pump down in the bottom that pumped the water up into the house. But I don't know when they disconnected it, took the pump out, and it's just the tank down there, and it's not a metal tank; it is a cement tank.
Yep.
So, yeah. Well,
it's like the Beverly Hillbillies, a cement pond.
Right. We fill it with clippings and stuff, because once it's full, then we can cap it. So the thing is that kind of stuff breaks down. So every year it goes way down, and Ron fills it back up, and then it goes way down. Eventually, it will fill up. Some people say, put cement down there. Are you kidding me? Or sand. Do you know how much that would cost to fill that dang thing up?
Sand to be the thing that you because it pours in and finds its levels, semi-liquid,
Right, but that would be this thing probably holds. I couldn't even guess how many gallons. I would probably say 2,000 gallons or more of water. Mm-hmm. I'd say it's a lot more than that. It's huge. It goes down probably almost 50 feet, and it's probably 30 feet wide.
Oh, wow.
It's huge. Yeah, we keep the cap on.
Yeah, I don't want Timmy falling in there.
Don't want anybody falling in there.
Oh, no, Timmy fell in the well.
There's no water in there, but there's a lot of garbage. Not garbage, but
Compost.
compost that we can't use because we can't get to it because it's down there. But, nah, I'd never even heard of a cistern till we moved here. Like, what the heck is a cistern? What's it for? When they told us that's how they used to get the water for the house, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Because in Utah, I don't think there's any place anywhere that has cisterns. Because there has the well water.
Before it cost money to drill a well.
Hmm?
It costs money for a well.
Yeah, but there's wells all over Utah. That's how they.
You're on a breaking streak here, John. That's 2 in the last little while.
No. So it didn't break because it came out of the bottom blade holder. This time it broke.
Oh,
See, it broke.
Yeah,
Now
it
I'm gonna
broke.
take my bent one. I'll take my bent one and unbend it
And use it.
and straighten it out and show you that I can still use it.
hello, Tracy. Beth is here too.
Yep. There's people lurking.
There's 13 people in the chat. What lurkers? Oh, this is the first time I heard that word tonight. Lurkers.
Well, that's different. I'm not getting kicked out.
Yeah, that is different because a lot of times you do.
Yeah. Thought maybe there's a knot in my internet cable or something.
Hmm.
So you're telling me you usually get kicked out when I play videos?
No, just
No.
any old time.
Yeah, he's been here a while and hasn't gotten kicked
Yeah.
out.
Last time I just give up.
Yeah.
And you guys had enough of me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were having a good conversation last week, though.
you should have heard the one I had with myself when I thought I was still connected.
Annie does that sometimes. She'll mute herself and she's sitting there talking and nobody's responding. And then she realizes she's talking to the wall.
Hello, wall.
It's quiet in here.
Whose ceiling fan is going?
Mine.
Oh.
No, it's mine. I was wondering if somebody was going to hear it. Every so often when it gets quiet, people you can hear it.
I knew what it was.
I know Herb used to always have the ceiling fan on.
I always have mine on, and it always makes that sound. I don't even hear it because I'm so used to it.
Yeah, it's just white noise to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew what it was. So it's no big deal.
Yeah. You guys hear it a lot, so.
These guys must stand on their buckets
We have,
before they ship them. Holy heck! Oh, there we go.
and we have a white noise machine in our bedroom, so I'm used to a sound going anyway.
I have one. It's called a CPAP machine.
Mine's not a CPAP, but I don't even hear it now. We've had it for so long. Well, we always have fans going too, and they make sounds.
Well, the first CPAP machine, oh boy, that was a loud bugger.
Hmm.
Wife didn't care for it.
Yeah. Oh, you guys gotta wait and see what my painting tomorrow looks like. It's gorgeous, and I'm not I'm not trying to toot my own horn. It turned out beautiful. Hi, Bubbly. Turned out better than what I expected it to. You guys want to see a sneak preview of it?
Oh, you gonna tease us?
I can show it to you.
Okay,
You want to see it?
sure.
Let me just make my screen not so bright. Let's see. That's not the right one.
Quit
Okay, here it is. Oh, I got to turn on my camera.
Bob, hey buddy, how's it going?
There you go.
Oh wow, nice.
I like that.
Driftwood.
It's a dead tree. Hey, it's a wood show. Awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, appropriate.
Yep. Okay, you can take me off, babe. Thank you. Yeah, I thought
Hello.
you guys would
Hey, Bob.
like that.
Is that Bob
What you
Lee?
up to, Bob? Bob Lee.
Hey, Bob.
What do you call 5 guys with no arms, no legs, in a pool, and a woman in the pool with them, with no arms, no legs?
I'm not going to say because I'm not going to say what I would say.
Bob, and Ann.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
So bad.
But you remember them from a kid, like,
Yeah.
you'd think they were so funny back then.
Oh, yeah. Well, my husband is an ex-cop, and he's got some doozies. He does not share them with me, most of them. Thank God, because they are bad. Yeah. Because he
I know.
he was in the army first for 4 years, and then he was a landscaper, and then he was a cop.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm glad he kept those to himself.
I can't remember what grade it was, but it was elementary for sure, and probably lower elementary. All the no arms. What do you call somebody with no arms, no legs? Here, there, everywhere.
Mhm.
In a pile of leaves, rustle.
Mhm.
On and on and on.
Yeah. Hi, TW.
Hey there.
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Mhm.
Why isn't my workbench is never big enough?
Because it never will be. Mine isn't either. I have 2 of them, and they're never big enough. Never enough room.
If I'd stay off Amazon, maybe it'd be better.
That's true.
The guy's showing up daily lately. He just dropped off the transmission from my kitty car today.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, what was in that old Acme box?
That was a distributor from
It's a
for my old for my 1968 Dodge. And when I got it, it was like, it was new old stock. And
Yeah.
the guy bought it off eBay, and the guy shipped it. And oh, Acme, I got to keep this box. Well, the rest of the story is, I think I might have told you, I was missing all my 4-foot LED connection, like hardware, wires and clips and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Well, guess where it was?
In that Acme box.
Yes,
Really?
because I couldn't throw the Acme box out, and I wouldn't write on it what else was on there. Like a Amazon box. I'll just write over whatever, put a piece of tape on it, and write. But oh no, I just want to leave the Acme as Acme, and oh man, you get old, you get stupid and forgetful, and hide your own nuts on yourself. It's like a squirrel.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, I can't remember how many times I put something somewhere and I'll say, this is a place I won't forget. Yeah, right. I always forget where the hell I put it.
Hell, I go from my workbench here over to the toolbox to get a tool. Once I get the toolbox, now what did I want?
Exactly.
Oh.
That or you go over there to get it and realize you have it in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
There
I
we
can't
go.
tell
See,
you.
now it looks like an owl.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been so many times where I was looking for my phone and it's in my hand. Looking for my glasses, they're on my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was driving home at night one time from Winnipeg to our place out here.
It's not quite done yet, Heidi. It's getting there. It's still getting there. Still getting there. This is only one of 4 levels. You know that, right?
And it was down a 2-lane road that's, in the country. It's not well lit and it doesn't have street lights or anything on it.
Right.
Didn't a dang snowy owl was sitting on, I think he almost was sitting in the middle of the road, and got up when I approached with the car. So all I see is these wings, full width, white as white, against the headlights of the car.
Oh
And
my.
I don't know if it was about 5 or 10 feet in front of me. Scare the bejesus. Whoa.
Yeah. My daughter, a few months ago, she was going down the highway and she hit a huge raccoon, tore up the whole front of her car.
Mm.
And the only reason why they didn't total it is because the car was only 2 months old.
Oh, yeah.
But they had already totaled her other car. And that's why she got the new car, because we had a really bad hailstorm that made her car totaled. We ended up with 4 new windows, a new roof, all new siding on half the house, What else did they? Oh, a new garage door.
Wow.
That was a fun thing. But the garage door they gave us was better. It
Mhm.
was a much better door, and they paid for it because we said we would be just fine with what we had. It was a nice door. It was an insulated door, but this one's so much better.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, you guys are going to pay for it. We paid our $2,000, so for the deductible. So we were perfectly fine.
What's Jessica up to tonight?
I think she's over at TDR's
Oh, I see.
watching a movie. At least that's where she was. I can't say that's where she is, but that's where she was. Oh, she goes, she's okay, so she is here. Her background's too loud, but I knew she had been at TDR's, but she must have left. I did too, because I go into bed in like 10 minutes, and I didn't want to start watching another show. And I only caught part of the Blob anyway, but I've seen it a million times, so it wasn't like I missed something.
The Blob.
The Blob.
See, now he's got two feet.
Yep.
It's totally different now.
I am so excited. I can't wait to get my new scroll saw.
Yeah, when's that coming?
Probably September, or the early part of October. I'm not sure yet. I have
September
to raise.
morn.
I have to raise the money, but I should have it by September, October at the very latest.
As Neil Diamond would say, September morn.
Uh-huh.
Right. Whose
Well, I
ringtone
can't
is that?
say I want to.
Whose
What?
ringtone is it? Whose ringtone is that?
It's not a ringtone. It's me.
What is
It's
it?
not a ringtone.
What is it?
I'm playing Vita Mahjong. So every
Oh,
time I clear a screen, it does that. Clear, yeah. It's what I play all the time.
No, because like I hear it and I'm like, I got the good, the bad, the ugly, right?
Uh-huh.
Thinking
That makes
whistle tone stuck in my head now. And every time I hear that, go, it's like do 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 do, right? You know what I'm talking about.
I
And then I'm like,
do.
no, it's more Oriental, and I'm thinking,
It
okay, who's
is.
watching Kung Fu?
Nope.
Who's watching Kung Fu?
No, I love playing Mahjong. That and Sudoku. That's beautiful.
Wah, wah. Not done
That's
yet.
nice.
So got a lot more detail. A
Mhm.
lot more detail going in there.
Uh-huh.
She speaks. She speaks.
Yep.
Puts talons in
Furry
next.
feet, feathery feet.
Right? They look feathery, don't they? They
Mhm.
Yeah,
look like
that's
they're flying in
good.
the wind.
That's what they're supposed to have. Be.
Yeah.
We have
Sounds
owls
like
that live
Zelda.
in the trees
Okay, so
right behind us.
I didn't reach my goal. I didn't reach my super chat goal, but it's okay. It's the beginning, right?
No, I haven't even
So
done that.
the names of the people. So, well, this is my first time actually doing it. I've never done it before, right?
I've never, and I probably should.
Oh, I need a pen and paper. So let me write this down. Super chat. So my super chat peoples. Do 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 do.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's.
So
I'm being
super
summoned.
chat peoples that will get the names on on their wheel for the chance to win a $20 gift certificate towards purchase of what if I could stuff. Go with
Okay.
Heidi
Okay, I got to duck out,
and
guys.
Chris today.
Okay,
All right,
Greg.
all right, Greg. I was gonna shut down anyway right away here. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate your company all the
Thank-
time.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good night.
And
Will
I have
do.
my video tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. And I'm gonna duck out here soon, but not probably leave when you leave.
And Tracy. And Tracy. Okay. Tracy, Joe, Chris K, and Heidi will get their names entered in on my spinny wheel for a chance to win a good gift certificate, $20 gift certificate.
Cool.
Cool. So, anybody else out there, send me super chats if you want to get in on the wheel. All right, and check back with us next week. Oh yeah, see, this is the end of the week, so I'll end the month rather. So I'll draw that on the end. I'll draw that on. See the 4th. Oh, July 4th. That'll work. I'll draw it next July 4th. Because it'll be like July 4th for everybody out there anyway. Right. June 4th. June 4th. It's not even July
I
yet.
was gonna say, yeah.
June 4th. I'll draw it next week.
I won't
June
even
4th.
be in town on July 4th. I'll be in Utah.
Okay.
Picking my grandson up.
I'm a month ahead. Like I can't believe it's May already. Like it only feels like February.
And
Honestly.
May's almost over. My grandson got his
I know,
ticket.
right?
He got his plane ticket today. He's leaving in 3 weeks from Friday, moving, and then 5 days later is when we're leaving, or 6 days later we're leaving for Utah, and we'll be gone 7 days, 8 days, something like that.
7 days, 8 days. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Well, we're leaving on the 25th. We here, and we're leaving there on the 1st. So we won't be back here till the 2nd. So I don't know if that's how many days that
Massage
is.
my beard.
Oh, my grandson's coming downstairs and he's loud.
All right.
All right.
We'll go. Okay. See you later. Bye.
All right. Bye. Good night.
Okay, we're gonna say goodbye anyway. So take care, everybody. Good night. Have fun. We're gonna have some more work to do on this snow owl, and see you Saturday for that. Join Jessica tomorrow for whatever she's crocheting. Whatever she might be starting a new flower. We're not sure yet, but so far that's what we got. She's looking like an owl now. One of like five layers to it.
All righty. Good night.
Super secret file.
Good night,
Good
Connie.
night, everyone.
So, what did you have on? What did you have planned for tomorrow, Jess? Do you know?
Super secret.
Super secret. Okay, super secret. So we gotta check in tomorrow with Jess to see what's going on with her. You never know. Maybe she'll be selling some yarn. All right. Take care. Good night, everybody. Have fun, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Jessica.
Night, everyone.